Greetings YouTube, this is CyberTech bringing you a deck profile. This time I'm gonna be showing you my Yubel deck. It's been a while since I've used this deck, and I was actually kind of excited to get back to it. Alright, so I'm gonna go through the whole deck and then I'm gonna explain how it works and all the ins and outs. Alright, so first we got 2 Yubel, the Ultimate Nightmare, the boss monster of the deck. Then you got 2 Yubel, Terror Incarnate, the troll of the deck. And you got 3 Yubel, which is the starting point of the deck. Then you got 2 Lava Golem, 2 Armageddon Knight, 2 Dark Grepher, 3 Mystic Tomato, 2 Stygian Street Patrol, 3 Tour Guide from the Underworld, and 1 Sanguine. We got 4 spells. We got 1 Allure, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Monster Reborn, and 1 Heavy Storm. And for traps, we got 3 Limit Reverse, 1 Torrential Tribute, 3 Safe Zone, 2 Call of the Haunted, 3 Dimension Wall, and 2 Magic Cylinder. For the extra deck, we have 2 Super Dreadnought Turret Train Gustav Max, 3 Wind Up Zen Mains, 2 number 17 Leviathan Dragon, 1 Leviair the Sea Dragon, 1 number 20 Giga Brilliant, 1 number 30 Acid Golem the Destruction, 2 Utopia, 1 Steel Swarm Roach, and 2 Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. Alright, so basically the whole point of the deck is to get Yubel on the field, destroy it, and then bring out your Terror Incarnate and inevitably your Ultimate Nightmare. Now, Terror Incarnate actually hits the field more often than the Ultimate Nightmare, and it's more of a problem to deal with, because the Ultimate Nightmare, its effect, if it attacks or if it is attacked by an opponent's monster, then, well, for starters, it can't be destroyed in battle. And then it inflicts damage to your opponent equal to its attack, and also it destroys the monster battles. So that's brutal burn. And the Terror Incarnate's effect is again, none of the Yubels can be destroyed in battle, so that's why they have 0 attack and 0 defense. But Terror Incarnate, its effect, at the end of each of your turns, destroy all other monsters on the field, face up or face down. So it's basically, it's a dark hole in itself, and it just nerfs everything, doesn't care what's on the field. So that's why your opponent will be hesitant to play cards while this is on the field, because at the end of your turn it's just going to get nerfed anyway, even if it can't attack. So, and Yubel's effect is just the inflict damage effect. All the Yubels have that effect, but it's the basic one. We got 2 Lava Golems for the rare cases where my opponent doesn't attack and I can't get out Ultimate. So it's a nice little burn. 2 Armageddon has a crap load of targets in this deck. I mean, dumps Yubel for revival, dumps Stygian, even dumps Ultimate or Terror if I have too many in my deck where I can't bring out my Yubel or something. Grepher serves the same purpose, except I can discard a card from my hand. And since I run 2 Ultimate and 2 Terror and 3 Yubel, basically that's 7 cards that just sit in my hand, so I can discard them to special summon Grepher and then play its effect, or just normal Grepher, send a Yubel to the graveyard, and then send whatever I need from my deck to my graveyard. So that works. Mystic Tomato, easiest way to bring out Yubel. Your opponent rams into this, you SS your Yubel, and go from there. Also, Mystic Tomato goes into Armageddon Night, which would then dump something else, so that's another option. Or Mystic Tomato into Sanguine, which would let you add either Tour Guide or Armageddon, another Tomato, or Yubel from your deck to your hand. So that works. Stygian, 1600 attack points. When it destroys a monster as a result of battle and sent to the graveyard, it inflicts damage equal to the level of the monster times 100. Minor burn, but the real value in this card is you can banish it from your graveyard to special summon a fiend type monster with 2000 or less attack from your hand. So right off the bat, banish this card from your graveyard, you get your Yubel. Banish this card from your graveyard, you get Sanguine, and or another Stygian, which I don't really understand why you do that, but yeah, that works too. 3 Tour Guy and Sanguine for obvious reasons. Okay. Allure, because there's so many dark targets. Dark Hole, nerf any of your Yubels except Ultimate and Plus. Reborn for Yubel and Sanguine and Armageddon, and yeah, that's it. Heavy Storm just to clear the back row. Okay, 3 Limit Reverse is like one of the backbones of the deck. When you play this card, you can special summon a monster with 1000 or less attack points from your graveyard in attack position, and if the monster is switched to defense mode, Limit Reverse destroys the monster and itself. So main target for this is Yubel. Play this, get Yubel. Play this at the end of your opponent's turn. Get Yubel. During your start of your turn, change it to defense mode, destroy it, and get Terror. So by the end of your turn, you can Dark Hole the field, basically. Torrential, also for Yubel, and just to stop the opponent. 3 Safe Zone, amazing in the deck. Equip this to your Ultimate Nightmare to prevent it from being nerfed by Compulsory, Bryanak, Stardust, Black. Wait, no, Black. It wouldn't work with Black Rose, but because Black Rose would nerf the whole field. But yeah, works like that. If your opponent plays Heavy Storm or MST, chain it to your Yubel to evolve it to the next one, or chain it to their monster. So that way, when Safe Zone goes, their monster is destroyed. Call the Haunted works exactly like Limiter, except it's more reliant on Call being destroyed. So also Yubel is the main target, but also you can go for Armageddon or Sanguine or Mystic Tomato as better targets, because they could lead you into Yubel or something else. Or again, if they play Heavy Storm MST, you chain it, nab Yubel, and evolve it when Call is destroyed. Got 3 Dimension Wall because regular just letting Yubel sit there just wasn't enough, and 2 Magic Cylinder for the same reason. I was running the Battlemania build, but it was too slow, so I switched to this version, which was a Yubel burn style. I mean, it works. It's more of a nitpick, but if your opponent puts some high level monsters on the field and you evolve your Yubel into Ultimate quick enough and hit that monster, basically you can deal a lot of damage. So yeah, that works. It works like that. For the extra deck, 2 Gustav max, because we got 3 Yubel and it's a level 10. I mean, putting Yubel in the field is like really easy with this deck. So, and putting more than 1 is really also easy. If Terror Incarnate and Ultimate were also level 10, it would be, this card basically be broken in the deck. 3 Wind Up Zen Mains. A combo that I like to do. End of my opponent's turn, limit reverse into Yubel. My turn, Yubel to defense, destroy it, nab terror. Summon Tour Guide, get Sanguine. Overlay Sanguine and Tour Guide for Zen Mains. And at the end of the turn, Terror Incarnate nerfs all monsters. Zen Mains attaches Sanguine. I know Sanguine doesn't get the search effect because it doesn't count as being on the field, but you want Sanguine in your graveyard regardless, so that's why I said Sanguine. Okay, nerf all their monsters, Zen Main detaches, and then use Zen Main to either pop one of their back row cards, or you can pop your Incarnate so you can get Ultimate. And also, if you choose to pop one of their back row, then next turn your Incarnate will nerf monsters again, and Zen Main will detach again. You can pop something else. So that's a little combo that I like to use. That's actually really consistent. Next we got 2 Leviathan Dragon because it's rank 3. 2 Leviair, you get your Stygian back. Basically that's it, because that's the only card that removes itself. Basically. Giga Brilliant, just because I think it's a cool tech. I mean, detach and exceeds material, and all your monsters gain 300 attack. So I think that's pretty awesome. It's really helpful. Acid Golem the Destruction, only because it's a quick 3k beater. That's only really, and it's a rank 3, so it's easy. 2 Utopia, because, well, I have a majority of level 4s in here, and with Yubel on the field, then Utopia is actually pretty easy to get out and then swing with it. 1 Roach, because same reason for Utopia. 2 Fortress Dragon, because I had space and I wanted to be able to herp dirt machines. Catacortes, namely, that can change my Yubel to defense mode. So yeah, to avoid its effect or whatever, I don't know. But ignore the side deck. Those are just cards I was testing. No, really not good cards, or at least some were good cards, but they didn't really work out. I mean, the deck is really consistent now. I mean, before I used to lose miserably, but now putting Yubel on the field is easy. The deck is a bit trap heavy, so Royal Decree, Trap Stun would really hurt the deck. But overall, it's a pretty fun deck, pretty fun build. Sacking 2 of their monsters for Lava Golem and then ramming Ultimate into Lava Golem is just hilarious. I mean, it's really funny. Yeah, so that's basically about it. I mean, I run 3 Yubel, 2 Terror, 2 Ultimate. They don't clog the hand at all. I mean, there's more than enough ways to either get them to the graveyard or on the field, so hand's not usually clogged. Yeah, basically, I can pull out Terror and Ultimate 3 to 4 times per duel, and it really is that consistent. And I think it still needs work because it's not perfect, but I would like to see it go as far as possible. Yubel is my favorite theme type monster because one, the card graphic looks awesome, the effect is deadly, and it's really difficult to get over, especially with Safe Zone. But leave your comments down below about what you think about the deck. Rate, subscribe. Thanks. See ya.